as Mississippi Farm Bureau celebrates its 100th anniversary. And with us in studio is Mike McCormick, the president of the Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Lucian.
Y'all ready for what look like a busy few days down here?
We're getting there. We start later on this afternoon with the trade show opening up at 1 o'clock, and there's a lot of equipment inside the doors where we're sitting, and there's a little bit more to come, but we're getting excited about a big weekend coming up.
So explain to us a little bit what all is going on and what we're doing here.
So this is our 100th anniversary of Farm Bureau being chartered here in the state of Mississippi. So we decided that something like that deserved a big celebration. So we put together something that I think all the farmers in the state, all the people in rural Mississippi will want to come see. We've got a trade show that will start at 1 o'clock today in conjunction with the Mississippi Cattlemen's Association. We're really excited about partnering with them and being part of our centennial celebration. And we've got a lot of livestock equipment and supplies and a lot of row crop and cattle operation type equipment here. It's just going to be a really fun time to come out and be part of the last 100 years of agriculture and see what's going on for our future.
Well, I'm kind of excited. We're parked here across from Trade Hall B at the Trade Mart, and so you can see through the windows some massive equipment down there, and I look forward to just kind of going through like a 6-year-old and just looking at the big stuff that's in there. I mean, it's
well, there's a combine outside, and I think I'm going to get Perez down here some point today, and we're going to do a combine demonstration.
There we go.
I get to play in the combine?
Come on down. But anyway, John Deere has their See and Spray machine sitting right inside the door. It's amazing technology. There's a lot of talk, and farmers get a lot of bad press about destroying the climate and our natural resources. But this machine is going to cut the crop protection products, the chemical cost of farmers back by 80%. It's going to be able to see the weed, identify it as it crosses a field, and only spray that particular weed as it crosses. But farmers are really excited about it. We're really excited about having it here. It's just coming on to the market. So if you're a row crop guy and you're thinking of or hearing about it, this is a place to come down and see it. John Deere is one of our title sponsors, and they're the ones that kept after me about let's put this thing together and get all the farmers in the state to come by. So y'all come on down.
Yeah, and Mike, can anybody come to the convention that's happening down here?
It's free. I think we're having a concert that we're sponsoring tomorrow night. That's a ticketed event, and those tickets are going fast, so you'll have to get a ticket to that. But the trade show and the general sessions are open to everyone. So y'all come on down and see what's going on.
And this is at the Mississippi Trade Mart. You just exited High Street. There's tons of parking. It doesn't cost anything. Folks can just come on down here.
And if you haven't been to the Trade Mart, the legislature, Commissioner Gibson and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, when she was here, they've done an amazing job of putting a facility together that will rival anything in any state. It's beautiful here. It's spacious. Our business sessions will be here in conjunction with this trade show, and it's easy to get to. There's plenty of security here. You'll be safe and sound here inside the facilities. So we look forward to seeing a whole big crew of farmers and people come down to see what's going on in agriculture.
Yeah, they really have done a great job, both with the facility and with security, because I know people, they get nervous because of the problems Jackson has about coming downtown, but people shouldn't worry about that at all. I've been here to a bunch of events lately, including some at night, and Commissioner Gibson and his team have done just a phenomenal job. It is a good place to come down and check all this out. Mike, tell us, I think most people know that Farm Bureau exists and is a force in Mississippi, but I don't know that everybody who doesn't have a direct connection to agriculture appreciates everything that you all do. You want to tell us a little bit about what the Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation is and what you do?
Sure. In 1922, farmers across the state came together and said that farming was Mississippi's #1 industry, but they had no voice or seat at the table. and they needed an organization that would be strong enough to represent them at the Capitol here in Jackson and in Washington, D.C. on the policy issues that affected them. So they, all 82 counties formed their own county farm bureau and their own board of directors, and then they came together at this convention 100 years ago and selected their first president to be their voice and their seat at the table when they were out busy farming. Over the years, nothing has changed with that. We're still here representing the farmers at the Capitol and in Washington, D.C., working on policy issues that affect their lives and to try to make their lives have a better living and a better life here in the state of Mississippi. We've done that effectively for so long. One of my most favorite people I've ever met is a man by the name of Mr. John Grace. He was in his late 90s when I met him, and he was our first lobbyist at the Capitol. He told me when he started that, it was only 3 lobbyists down at the Capitol.
Oh, wow.
Somebody with the electric power cooperatives, and then somebody that had a couple other accounts. So we've been down there a long time. It's important for us to be down there. Our legislators, all of our elected officials and legislators really respect what we say, because we're not down there trying to do what's right for Farm Bureau. We're trying to do what's right for our farmers down there. So it's in our best interest to give them the collective voice of our members and say this is what's going on in the countryside. Farm Bureau does grassroots better than anybody else. We have an office in all 82 counties, all communities across the state. So when somebody wants to know what's happening, what the people back home are saying, Farm Bureau really gets that grapevine here pretty quickly.
How do you feel? I mean, agriculture is such a big part of Mississippi's economy. I mean, do you feel like our state, my sense is they do, but I mean, do you feel like our state leaders listen to y'all when y'all come and advocate for the policies that are important to Mississippi farmers?
Absolutely. I couldn't ask for a better group of people that we get the chance to work with here at the Capitol or in Washington, D.C. Obviously, in Washington, Senator Hyde-Smith being our ag commissioner is huge. For her to have an ag background and understand that. But Senator Wicker on the Commerce Committee and rural broadband is really important to our members. And then here in the state, I've had a chance to work with Governor Reeves for a long time now, with him all the way back through his lieutenant governor days, and the speaker's just outstanding. So we are well represented, but we have a lot of good people that are supporting us.
Well, that's a good thing. It's a massive part of our economy, and I feel like for so many of us who aren't in the agricultural industry, you're able – we sort of take for granted in America that you're going to be able to walk into a market or a store and there's going to be fresh, safe produce, that there's going to be meat that's going to be there. You never walk in worried that you're not going to have your basic needs, and it's because of the men and women who are out there every day in this industry. So thanks for all you do, Mike, and I hope y'all have a great couple of days here as y'all celebrate your 100th anniversary.
Well, we look forward to getting you in there and letting you look around on some of this stuff, Lucian. Thank you.